identity of the terrorists yet?
No, sir. Nothing that makes any sense, but...
Go on.
Well, one of them blew herself up with a grenade, and just before it went off, she yelled something strange.
What?
Veraswaldi.
What's that mean?
No idea, sir. We're still working on it.
Veraswaldi.
NASA's Prometheus project was centered at its radio telescope base in the Arizona desert. The object of the project was to contact intelligent extraterrestrial life forms by sending radio signals into deep space. However, last night, the project was brought to an abrupt halt when a group of terrorists infiltrated the base and all but destroyed it in a vicious attack. 27 Army personnel were killed during the assault and 1 terrorist. At present, there is no clear motive for the attack. A spokesman for NASA said it was cooperating with the CIA and the FBI in an attempt to bring the terrorists to justice.
Marianne? Is that you?
Please, you've got to help me!
Marianne. Huh? Bastard. Something's wrong here. Sure, that guy was a genuine Class A psycho, but how come the place is crawling with cops so quickly?
Hey, Cookie. I would recommend you don't go back to your flat tonight. The Surete are looking for you. They just asked me if I knew where you were. They seemed really anxious to talk to you about something. I just thought you might like to know that.
You're shivering. You must be cold.
I am.
So, you've been waiting for me.
I wanted to make sure you knew. No charge.
Just take it. You saved my ass. Thanks.
Do you want to come round to my place?
Huh?
Get off me, you great ape! You're hurting me! Get off!
Get this two-time slut out of here.
Fuck you too, meathead! Ha! I bet you fist fuck your wife because you don't know what to do with your cock! Pah! Now tell this goon to get the
Where the fuck am I? Shit! Who are you?
Are you comfortable?
Let me out of this cocksucking thing!
Not while you're so agitated. I'm glad to see you're still in such good shape. I thought your liking for cheap spirits and prostitutes would have dulled your talents, but apparently not.
I hear that before you were tranquilized, you killed 5 professionals with your bare hands. That's really very impressive performance, Mr. Honda. No, I think I'll call you by your real name, Monsieur Cookie. I prefer it. You see, I know all about you.
Oh yes, I have an extensive dossier on you. You were recruited by the KGB and trained as an anti-Western agent. Then you went on to run a communist direct action group in Japan. And when things got a bit hot for you, you fled the country on a false passport. Since then, you've been working freelance.
Fair enough. I take it you're from the wing.
That's correct. I'm Georges Lassard, the head of operations in France. You'll excuse me if I don't shake hands with you. You seem a little tied up right now.
Oh, my sides are splitting. Just tell me what you want.
Oh, that's very simple. I want you to do a little job for me. Nothing too complicated. You might even enjoy it.
And if I refuse?
You'll still be wanted for the axe murder of a prostitute and her pimp. Oh, and killing those 5 operatives. Still in France, who's counting? Once you get past 3, it's a death sentence. You're free to choose. Work for me or die.
You knew I was one of Marianne's clients and you used her to get to me, didn't you?
Well, of course. We gave her pimp a drug in order to get him to kill her.
You're a real sick shit fuck.
So, can I take it you've been working for me, or do you need some more time to think about it?
Oh, that's enough! Okay, I'll work for you!
Well. I understand that you'd like to work for me. I'm impressed. It took 12 shocks for you to be persuaded. Most people will agree to anything after just 4. There was a man who took 20 shocks before he came around to my point of view, but he went crazy.
Monsieur Lazar, this man's fucked. Why don't you let us take the job on? We'll take care of it.
It's good you are concerned about the job, but this man has plenty of fight left in him.
You got that right. I guess I don't want to work for you after all. See you around. Shit. It's me. Having been put in the frame for multiple murder, I now had every cop in Paris looking for me. I needed somewhere to hole up. The only option was Meraki's flat. It was a bit of a shithole, but at least it was safe. Meraki and I went back a long way. He'd worked with me on the Communist Direct Action Group in Japan. We'd hatched a plot to blow up Tokyo's financial district by dropping a remote-controlled airliner packed with high explosives into it. It flattened it like a dog turd under a steamroller. The Nikkei sure crashed that day. What Meraki was doing in Paris, I didn't know. And I didn't ask. You got a gun?
This'll suit you.
Colt 45. Do you know what brought me knocking at your door? So you've read it. Apart from the bit about the pimp, it's all bullshit. That fucking asshole Lasari stitched me up completely. Now every cop in the city's looking for me. I gotta sort this out. I don't suppose you got a spare coat I could borrow. Thanks a lot. I owe you one. See you around, my friend. And watch your back.
Toi aussi.
Wakey, wakey. You got some explaining to do.
All right, what is it you want to know?
About this job you want me to do.
You're going to do it then?
Well, that all depends on what it is. Then I'll decide whether I want to do it or not.
No.
Charlie McGovern? You mean the CIA's operation exec?
That's right. Just lately, he and his goons have become a real pain in the ass. Ever since my country joined the wing, things have got worse and worse. First, I'm told I have to cooperate with the CIA branch office in Paris by giving them any information they request. And look what's happened. Everything's changed. They just do whatever they want, and I never get anything back from them. But that's typical of the Americans. They just do whatever they like. And that Charlie McGovern behaves like Paris was his own backyard.
And what is it that the CIA are up to here in Paris?
I don't exactly know. But it has something to do with the incident at the NASA base in Arizona.
Yeah, I heard about that on the news.
You want to hear something strange? The code name for this project is D, which I happen to know stands for Dracula in this instance.
Very intriguing.
I guess you figured out what I want you to do by now.
Yeah. You want to find out what this Dracula project is, and you don't want to put one of your own guys on it, because you don't want to be seen to be investigating one of your allies. That's very underhand.
Well, I can see how it would look that way. But see it from my point of view. I have a right to know what the Americans are doing on my patch. And what do you care? You still get paid?
I don't care at all. Okay, I accept. But first I want you to get the cops off my back. Make sure they understand it was a case of mistaken identity.
Anything else?
Yeah, I want 2 million francs.
Huh? How much?
It's up to you. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, all right. I'll pay you tomorrow. Now, in future, when I contact you, I can't use your real name, so we need to think of a code name.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, as they're using Dracula, I shall be known as Bat. Huh?
Lassar sent me. I take it you must be Mr. Bat. I've brought the money that you asked for.
I see. I didn't expect it to arrive in such an attractive package.
Charming. You can call me Marguerite. Thank you. Mind if I take my coat off?
No. Be my guest.
Don't you want to check the money?
Later. First, I want a closer look at you.
Lassar asked me to give you a message. He said the CIA are convinced that the terrorists who attacked the NASA base were actually vampires.
What do you mean, vampires?
The body of a CIA agent was found floating in the Seine 2 days ago.
So what? They get whacked all the time.
Not like this. It was as if some wild animal had ripped his neck out and then drained the blood from his body. Now, I must tell you the name of the hotel that Monsieur McGovern is staying at.
Later.
Well, if you insist.
CIA goons.
Huh? Who's that?
Eh? Oh, that is Lamia Vindo. She is staying in the hotel.
Is there any rumors at all that you're thinking of giving up to start a family? I read that you...
Isn't she Kiki?
Yeah, that is just her screen name, not her real name.
I've seen you out there.
Stay, and what are you doing here?
Is there any rumors at all that you're...
We'll see you later.
Gosh, she looks as good in real life as she does in the movies. I've seen all her films. Oh, she has even released her own exercise video. I guess that's why she looks so good.
So you're a fan?
Oh, you bet. I know everything about her. But you know, she suddenly stopped making movies 6 months ago, and I have no idea why.
Perhaps she's having a rest. This is Bat.
Good evening. I have news, and I have a feeling it's going to interest you.
Let me guess. The CIA and this Lamia Vindar Kiki film star character are connected.
Very astute. The story goes she's in Paris as part of a holiday, but of course that's not the real reason. She's been receiving medical treatment for 6 months from a doctor who lives near the hotel. His name is Jean-Louis Brun, an authority on blood disorders, and he's head of the National Blood Research Laboratory.
Blood disorders?
Listen, the agent who got me this information had a .44 lobotomy, courtesy of Charlie McGovern's men. If he's onto us, you need to watch your back.
I'm really touched by your concern, but just get me this blood doctor's address. "5 days I've been watching Jean-Louis Brun, and he hasn't left his room. He seems agitated, unable to settle to anything. He keeps checking the phone, so I guess he's waiting for a call. I wonder who, though. Monsieur? Monsieur? Lamia Vindar?
She's in terrible danger of being attacked by the vampires.
You're talking about the guy who just attacked you. He's gonna attack Lamia Vindar, right?
Yes, he wants her. He wants her. He wants her blood.
nightmare.
Are you all right?
I had a terrible dream. I dreamt I was being attacked by a vampire.
It was no dream. You were nearly killed.
Huh? Who the hell are you?
Well, since you ask, I'm Kusaburo Kuki, an employee of the French government.
Huh?
To be honest, that's not entirely true. I'm freelance, I work for myself.
Well, okay. But what is this place?
It's a safe house. You're not in any danger here. Here, drink this now. It'll help you relax yourself. And don't worry, all I did was carry you here. I haven't interfered with you or molested you or anything. My job's to protect you.
Get me Lassar on the line.
Sir.
Dr. Brown was killed?
Yeah, him and the goons in your room. 5 in all.
No.
Yeah, every single one of them. Amazing, considering the vampire did it all by himself. He didn't even give them a chance to get their guns out.
Why? Why is this vampire after me, and why does it seem to want my blood so badly?
I'd like to know that myself. I want you to tell me the reason you became a patient of Dr. Bran in the first place.
It started just over 7 months ago. I began suffering from terrible panic attacks for no apparent reason. I was often hysterical. No one could find the reason behind it or any treatment for it. Eventually, my doctor decided it was best to refer me to Dr. Bran.
What did he make of your symptoms?
He said he thought he'd found the answer, but he wanted a second opinion before telling me, so he contacted a colleague, a Japanese doctor. It was Junji Shimamura.
Yeah, I've heard of him. He's one of the world's leading authorities on molecular biology. He won a Nobel Prize recently. Wait a minute. While I was watching Dr. Bran, he was waiting for a call. I bet it was from Shimamura.
Dr. Bran sent my medical certificates and a sample of my blood to Dr. Shimamura. And he said I shouldn't go out or see anyone until he got a reply. But now he's dead. What am I going to do?
We've got to get moving as soon as possible.
But I haven't got any clothes.
Huh? Watch out.
Huh?
Run for it! Run!
Did you have to do that?
Yes. Is there anyone you can trust here in Paris?
Yes, I think so. My aunt, Gavert Bassir. She's also my manager.
We lost him, damn it!
Well, shall I call Aunt Gavert now?
No, not yet. The CIA will almost certainly be watching her in the hope that you'll show up there. I'll find some way of contacting her in the morning.
What'll we do tonight?
Don't worry, there's this guy that I know. He'll let us spend the night at his place.
Hello, Auntie.
Lamia.
I'm okay.
Oh, thank goodness. Are you sure you're okay? Monsieur Cookie, how can I ever thank you for looking after Lamia?
Show me the documents that you mentioned.
Oh, here you are. Lamia, would you mind leaving the room?
Why?
Just for a minute.
What's going on?
Shimamura!
Huh? Is it the reply from Dr. Shimamura?
Please do as I say and leave us for a minute.
If it's Dr. Shimamura's diagnosis of my condition, then I have every right to see it.
Now, Lamia, just calm down.
No, I won't calm down. Not until you let me see what it says.
Lamia, I'm sure he made some mistake. Don't worry about it,
Shut
dear.
up, damn it! Alka chloride E2.
So shock me. What is alka-chloride E2?
It's the name given to a special protein which was extracted from Lamia's blood crystals.
Why is it a big deal?
It's the third nucleic acid of her DNA.
Yeah, so? Go on.
Alka-chloride E2 is totally different to the nucleic acid usually found in DNA and human blood. This means one thing. That her genetic information is not human. Lamia's DNA is not that of a human being, but of some kind of alien organism.
I'm having trouble buying this. You're saying she's some kind of space monster?
Lamia!
No, it can't be true. I'm not even a human being. I'm some kind of freak. Oh, no!
Lamia! Please, Lamia, let me in. The doctor could be wrong.
The vampire. Hey, Goldilocks, turn around real slow and get your hands up where I can see him.
Fuck you!
What the?
Monsieur, are you all right?
Yeah. How is she?
She's still in a state of shock. I should never have given you those medical papers until she'd left the room.
Don't blame yourself, Kivert. It wasn't your fault. Anyway, we'd better leave this place.
Very well. I'll have to go back to Lamia's hotel and get all her things together.
Fine, I'll stay here and keep an eye on her until you get back. I'll leave a message for you with the porters if we have to get out of here in a hurry for any reason.
Okay.
Are you sure that's what you want?
Just do it.
What are you trying to do to me? Bite my neck out?
I'm sorry. I think it's a symptom. The alka-chloride E2, it's affecting my behavior. I can't help myself.
Enough now.
I'm afraid.
Don't be. I'm with you now. I won't let anything happen to you, I promise.
What are you playing at, Bat? I've been waiting for you to call in. Now, I don't care about you killing McGovern's men, but I want Lamia in one piece, all right?
No, not all right.
What do you mean?
I'm not handing Lamia over to you, the CIA, or anyone else for that matter.
If you don't hand her over, how do you expect me to make a deal with McGovern, for Christ's sakes?
What kind of deal are you gonna make?
Look, that isn't your concern. Just hand her over, okay? Otherwise, McGovern's going to be on your back all the time.
I'm taking out some insurance against McGovern. I don't give a shit about him.
Wait!
My insurance policy.
That's the model you wanted, yes?
Yeah, but I want it in a different color.
Very fucking funny.
Monsieur Cookie,
Here already, huh?
where have you been?
To buy a gun.
So have you heard what's happened now?
Tell me, what's happened?
Read this letter. It explains everything.
Lamia heard on the radio that her brother had been kidnapped. She wanted to go straight over to his house. I tried to persuade her to wait until you returned, but it was no use. I decided to go with her. I'll do my best to protect her as I promised you.
Yours, Meraki. This has Lassar's name written all over it. It's bound to be a trap. We have to do something to help. We gotta get moving.
Don't worry. Just come with me.
I'm impressed you've got your own whirlybird.
I've been flying helicopters for years. I could get us there with my eyes closed. Do you need a light?
For me, this is the same. I can assemble a gun with my eyes closed.
There it is.
Meraki! Are they CIA?
Some of them. Some of them are Lassar's men.
Where is she?
On the second floor.
Pineapple?
Sounds good.
Keep your head down. You again! Where's Lamia? Do you remember the prostitute whose face you smashed up? She found that she wasn't able to earn a living anymore, so she committed suicide. She must have been hurting bad. But not as bad as you. Where's Lamia?
Charlie McGovern's got her.
Where's he taking her to?
Listen, Lassar and Charlie McGovern have got a deal together. Lassar wanted information on the CIA's activities in France. He traded McGovern Lamia to use as bait to lure the vampires who attacked the Nessa base in Arizona.
What do you mean, use as bait?
Apparently, they reckon these vampires are crazy for her blood. I hear it's to do with an unusual nucleic acid in her DNA. Oh, shit!
Lassar.
Let's make a deal. I give you 2. No, make that 3 million francs. I guarantee your life. I give you safe passage from France. Come on, you know you can trust me. I never do anything to cheat you, monsieur. What do you say?
You're very generous.
So is the deal?
No, we don't have any deal.
Please, you must understand that's my best offer.
Just tell me where Charlie McGovern's taken Lamia to.
I have no idea. Oh! All right. They're going to America. He's taking her in a special B-52 from the American Air Base. Satisfied?
Shit, it's you!
Please sit down and listen, Mr. Kuki.
What do you want from me?
My name is Mirsha, and I'm involved in a difficult struggle. I'd like you to join me as you're obviously a very talented man.
Dream on, mister. I'm having nothing to do with a shit like you. What's so funny?
Your open-minded attitude. I haven't explained the situation yet.
You don't have to. I've seen you in action. You're a fucking butcher, and I'm not buying into anything you've got to offer. Sure, I kill people, but only because I have to. But you're a goddamn blood-sucking freak.
No, I only kill to protect myself. There really is no difference between us.
I don't have time to sit here listening to your bullshit. Let me go so that I can get Lamia back from the CIA before they take her back to America. Okay?
Excellent. We want her back, too.
Yeah, just so you can suck her blood.
The situation is not as straightforward as that. We do not wish to harm Lamia. Our kind have been hiding in the Transylvanian mountains for 5,000 years, waiting for the awakening of our king, Vereswaldi.
Heavy sleeper, is he?
Mr. Kuki, I would advise you to shut up and listen if you're concerned about what's happening to Lamia. Out there in the depths of the universe, the civilizations of 2 solar systems have been locked in confrontation together. The Larusa civilization is based on worship of a universal spiritual god, whilst their enemies, the Gagols, have no god. Their civilization is one based entirely on technology. As they developed, the civilizations adopted different solutions to the same problems. Both achieved space travel. The Gagols by developing fleets of space cruisers. The Larusians managed it by using the spiritual forces of the universe instead of science. Both civilizations succeeded in achieving forms of immortality. The Gagols created advanced life support systems, while the Larusians learned to hold Zaruka, the universal life force, in their veins. Thus, in different ways, both were able to cheat death. Their civilizations were able to spread through the galaxies, and it became inevitable that they would eventually meet. Having such different attitudes, it was inevitable war would break out between them. Whole galaxies became their battlefields. That was 5,000 years ago. Eventually, during a mighty conflict, the Larusians' leader suffered a terrible injury. Of course, he could not die because of the power of Zaruka. Instead, he slipped into a coma. He then fell to Earth. The name of the leader was Vereswaldi.
Vereswaldi!
We here are all Larusian subjects of Vereswaldi.
Yes, so go on.
We have lived amongst you for the last 5,000 years. In order to survive, we have had to find a way of replenishing the Zaruka, which keeps us alive. The richest source on Earth is human blood. That's why we are forced to kill and drink blood from time to time. And that's why you humans have come to know us as vampires.
I have a question.
What is it?
Why did you guys attack the NASA base out in Arizona? As I understand it, it was the headquarters of the Prometheus Project, the object of which was to send radio signals into space to contact other life forms.
That is entirely correct. However, it is very undesirable. Ever since Vereswaldi fell to Earth all those years ago, the Gagols have been looking for him. As yet, it has not occurred to them to search for him on such a small and insignificant planet as this. But if they were to intercept the Prometheus Project signal, it would lead them straight here. I assure you the consequences would be dire for human beings as well as us.
Well, okay, let's pretend I actually buy into all this stuff about Gagols. That's all fine and dandy, but it still doesn't explain the reason that I got involved. Tell me what Lamia's got to do with this.
Lamia's blood is the solution to the problem. Normal human blood does not contain a very high concentration of the Zaruka. However, Lamia's blood contains a very high concentration, enough to waken Vereswaldi from his coma. So you see, we must have some of her blood in order to awaken our king.
All right, then I'll cooperate with you. But only to get her back safe.
it's up to you, Cookie.
Mr. Cookie.
Charlie McGovern. Where's Lamia?
She's here, enjoying the CIA's legendary hospitality. Now, I don't mean to sound uncharitable, but as you don't have a valid ticket for this flight, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Is there any way you'd particularly like us to drop you off?
Lamia!
Miss Vindor, get back into your cabin at once.
No, I won't.
Smith, take her back to her cabin now. But make sure you don't hurt her. She's a valuable asset.
Sir, please help! You gotta shoot her! She's crushing the life out of me!
Lamia! Don't! Lamia! No, don't! Lamia! Lamia. Help me.
Now, relax.
Lamia. What happened back there?
Well, you took a bullet from Charlie McGovern. You were dying, and I wanted to help you, but I couldn't think what to do. Then a little voice in my head told me what I should do. I had to bite your neck. If I didn't drain all your blood, I knew you'd be able to recover. And now, thank goodness, you're all right. But that isn't the only thing I found I could do. There are 2 pilots flying this plane. When I went into the cockpit, they tried to attack me, but when I looked into their eyes, they were unable to move. Then I realized my power. I have some kind of telepathy. I'm able to control other people's minds, even if it's against their own will.
Lamia, do you understand exactly what's happened to you?
No, not really. But I don't think it's a bad thing.
No, it's actually a wonderful thing.
Why? Is there something that you haven't told me?
Something very important. You're needed in Transylvania.
I'm needed in Transylvania. Whatever for?
Some of your blood. It could be the key to saving the Earth.
Okay, then I'll go. So long as you promise to come with me.
I'll be there. Don't you worry. Nobody will keep me away from you.
What do you mean?
I mean, I love you, Lamia.